Divorce Dad Diaries, day 239, and today I'm going back to the Hoyts ENTX to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but let's back up a wee bit. So in case you missed it, Divorce Dad Diaries, day 128, first time I went to the Hoyts ENTX cinema to watch the movie Weapons, I ordered their chicken tenders and I said this. Chicken tenders tasted like Tegel chicken tenders put into an air fryer. And then on day 171 I went back to Hoyts ENTX to watch one battle after another, and I ordered some pizza and garlic bread, and I did this whole thing where, I compared their flavours to that of Chicago pizza and the garlic bread to that from a supermarket and was like, So when I got a message in my little inbox from Hoyt saying that they've updated their menu and they'd like for me to come and try it, I was like, absolutely. So, it's into the middle of Christchurch we go, through the open mouth of the wall-eyed SpongeBob, into the ENTX where the Hoyts is located, up the stairs, through the treat city, surrounded by drinks, lollies, toys even, if you're into that, and all the way down the back to Artie's Bar. Now, previously on their menu, they had pizza combos where you could get a pizza, a garlic bread and a drink, as well as just other bits and pieces, like the chicken tenders, for example. But how they've updated it is they now make all their pizzas in-house. And not only that, but also their combos include either a pizza or a main, which means that if you don't want to get a pizza, you can, for example, get the chicken tenders and a side of fries. And of course, all the combos come with drinks. Naturally, I had to get the tenders, and of course I ordered a pizza too, pepperoni, because I love pepperoni pizza. While I waited for them to prepare the food, I head over to the drink station, grab my cup, go to fill up my drink, make sure that you put it in the right place. That's it's a bit of a user error there, can't blame Hoyts for that one. And then the food came out. As you can already see, this pizza looks so much better than the one that they had before. I ordered some curly fries as my side to go with my pizza. So the first thing I point out on this pizza is this little burnt spot here on the pizza. And if you're thinking that's a complaint, it's not. If you know anything about wood-fired pizzas, they tend to be in extremely hot ovens, which means sometimes you can get those little black spots on the pizzas. So the fact that there's a little burnt spot on here just tells me that they're cooking it in a really hot oven, as it should be. And if you couldn't tell by the reaction on my face, this pizza was so much better than the previous one. Now, of course, I have to be a bit biased because I love pepperoni pizza, and it's kind of hard to make a bad pepperoni pizza, but this was really well done. Crust was lovely, well cooked, soft. It had the mozzarella cheese with the pull on it. The pepperonis were delicious. Overall, it was just a fantastic pizza. Such an upgrade. Next, we're moving on to the curly fries. If you've never had curly fries before, you're missing out. You got to try the curly fries. I don't know what makes them so good. They just are, And like a well-cooked chip, they were crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, well-seasoned. They came with aioli. No notes, really. They were good. Good curly fries. Following that, we have the chicken tenders. Now, I'm not 100% sure these are made in-house. But they also came with aioli, so I ended up with 2 bottles of aioli. So I know that now for next time, I probably only need one. But these were also well-cooked, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Sorry, not soft. I mean, not dry. They were just well-cooked pieces of chicken, and they were well-seasoned as well. Lots of salt. I love a lot of salt, so great chicken tenders. In the end, I was very impressed with my food, and I had so much of it. I ended up taking quite a lot of it with me into the cinema, and then munching back on there, and man, I was so full by the end of it. And of course, these chairs are so comfortable here in the cinema. I had a great spot, row F, middle seat, great time. I have half a pizza left over and some chicken tenders. That'll be breakfast tomorrow. But what about the movie? Okay, so the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I'm quite ambivalent on, honestly. It tried to do the whole elevated horror, grief, trauma thing, and then mixed it with the whole monster popcorn horror flick with the animatronics, and it just didn't work. I found it to be kind of boring, to be honest. This one, so much better. I mean, first off, it's kind of hard to compare to watching it in the cinemas because anytime the animatronics took a step, my chair shook from the bass coming out of the speakers. It's amazing. But once the horror got going, it kept going. And the whole design of the puppet, the marionette, is just honestly terrifying. I think I'm going to go home and turn all my lights on. There was one guy in the row behind me after a jump scare. I heard him say in a low voice, "Why do I do this to myself?" Yeah, I enjoyed that. It sold me enough that I think I'll probably go and see the third one if that comes out. So I'm home, I'm lying in bed, and I thought, let's look up some reviews online. The movie has a 10% Rotten Tomatoes rating. Like, people were saying it's like the worst movie ever. And I was like, I enjoyed it, okay? I enjoyed it. Like, admittedly, yes, the writing was pretty terrible and the pacing was all over the place, but like, it's a monster horror popcorn flick. You go and watch like monsters attack people. Like, what, I don't know what people were expecting. Not everything has to be high cinema. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now, and I'll catch you on the flip side.